Okay, I have to do kind of my early morning fast walk because I can't jog. I got another 2 weeks. I got to protect my eye before I can jog or lift weights or do anything strenuous. Not that I'm doing anything strenuous here. Mabuhay. The most strenuous things here is picking the fork to your mouth with the spaghetti and the carrot cake. Mabuhay. So let's talk about Philippine Airlines versus Delta American United. Let's talk about that. Now, whenever you get a flight in America, you always want to get the first flight of the day. Why? Because you got fresh pilots and you got a fresh airplane. Pilots can only fly 8 hours a day. Now, if they're in the air and there's bad weather and they got to extend that, they can extend it. But after 8 hours, they got to stop. So that's why sometimes you hear, we're waiting on fresh pilots. If you get a flight 2 or 3 in the afternoon and the pilots are over their 8 hours, mabuhay, you have to get new pilots. So I always get the first flight of the day. Now, the day I left America, I had to go Memphis to Phoenix, Phoenix to LA. And my flight to the Philippines was at midnight. It's a 15, 16 hour flight. So I wanted to be there early. I have to be everywhere early. That's just me. My mother made me like that. So that's the way I am. So anyway, I had an 8 o'clock flight. Of course, I'm at the airport at 6 o'clock. I'd rather sit at the gate for an hour than stand in line, stand in security line, get stuck in traffic, get stuck with the baggage. I would rather be there early and sit at the gate than be rushed. So, and I always travel. Mabuhay. I always travel with my uniform on, with my crew credentials. It helps you get through the airport quicker, and they treat you a lot better on the airplane, a lot nicer. Also, for $75, you can get a pre-check clearance. It's good for 75 years. 75 years. Good for 5 years. $75. So that gets you through the line quicker too. You go through the pre-check line. Anyway, I got an 8 o'clock flight. Of course, delayed. Why is it delayed? It's the first flight of the day. The mechanics had all night long to make sure that airplane was ready. 8 o'clock delayed. Delayed. I'm like, I'm gonna miss my next flight. So my luggage, it made it to LA. My luggage was there. I wasn't there. Anytime your luggage sits 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, that's more time for it to disappear, get on the wrong airplane, or people to steal out of it. So my luggage made it to LA. Glenn didn't make it there. So, mabuhay. They kept delaying the flight. By this time it's 9:30. They say, okay, everybody line up. We'll get you a new ticket. There's 100 people in line. The people are spending 10 minutes per person to get a new ticket. Finally, I get up there, and she goes, oh, don't worry, I can get you a ticket to LA. You're gonna go Memphis to Charlotte to LA. Are you kidding me? Do you know that Charlotte is on the other end of America? And then I said no. So about that time, luckily, they said, oh, we got the plane fixed, so now we can get on the plane. So I gotta go to Phoenix. Of course, the plane's late, so I miss my next connecting flight. So I get to Phoenix, and I'm talking nice to everybody. Do you have another flight? Can I get another flight? Can I get on a standby? So I almost got on 2 or 3 flights, and finally I worked my way on a flight because of talking nice, and I was in my uniform. Finally, I get to LA. It's like 5 in the afternoon. I'm supposed to be there at like noon. I get there in like 5 afternoon. First thing I do is go find my luggage. Thank goodness it was there. Second, I can't get on the Philippine Airlines flight until an hour or two. Look at that mountain back there. I don't think you can see it. See how it's kind of obscured with the clouds? What is the name of that mountain?
Mount Talinas.
Mount Talinas. That is the most beautiful mountain. I've only been here like 2 months, and every day I come look at that mountain. Is it possible to drive all the way to the top, or do you got to walk it? Walk it. How far can you go before you have to walk it?
One day walking.
Oh,
One day.
oh my God! I forget that. Forget that. I ain't walking one day up that mountain. Is there bears on it? Is there a bear? Rawr. A bear? A big bear? A big animal that'll eat you? Is there snakes?
Snakes. It's safe. There's a way. A small way.
Yeah. But it literally takes a day to walk up to the top.
One day. One day.
Woo! How far can you? Because I took my motorcycle up it a couple of months ago, and I just went up a little bit in Valencia. And it was nice. I mean, you can see Dumaguete. I mean, it was nice. So what's the name of it again?
Mount Talinas.
Mount Talinas. How do you spell that?
M-A-T-A-L-I-N-I-S.
Mount Talinas? It starts with a T or a P? Palinas or Talinas?
T. Talinas.
Talinas. Okay. I've been wondering the name of that mountain. But isn't that beautiful? You see it every day, so it's not a big deal to you. I'm from Memphis, where it's flat. And to see that mountain every day, I get excited over this crazy Mount Talinas. But that's just a beautiful mountain.
Mini hiker come there. Mini hiker.
You did it one time?
I don't.
No, when I was young, I'm 63. I don't want to. I could hike it, but you'd be bringing a helicopter to bring me back because I'd be dead. My hiking days are over. But that's a beautiful mountain. Yeah. How far you jog every day?
100 meters.
Yeah. I used to jog every day, but I had cataract surgery. So the doctor says I can't run for a whole month. So all I can do is walk fast. Yeah. Okay, have a good day.
Okay.
Let's walk down here a little further. Let me get over here so I don't get hit by a scooter. Bye-bye. People are very tolerable of you walking in the street. And they see an American, you know. In the Philippines, if you're a Filipino and you came to America and walked in the street, people are screaming, hollering, honk, but they're just very accommodating here. Anyway, back to the airlines. Finally, I got to LA. Can't check in for 2 hours before the flight going to the Philippines. So that means 10 o'clock. Now, when I got to LA, you have to show your passport, your ticket. You gotta have a current passport, and you gotta have a flight leaving the Philippines within 30 days to make it through immigration. They're not gonna let you on the plane if you don't have that. You gotta show that before you get on that plane. So, I couldn't find, because I'm 63 and I don't like computers and stuff like that, I couldn't find my return ticket. So I called Philippine Airlines. They are polite, they are nice, they do everything to help you. The first thing they're gonna say, "What is your name, sir? What do you want me to call you?" "Sir Glenn?" "No, just call me Glenn." "What is your contact number? In case we lose connection, I'll call you back." You don't get that from the airlines in America. The airlines in America, here comes the sun, it is very nice. The airlines in America, I'm gonna turn this way so you can see the mountain. The airlines in America is basically a Greyhound bus route. Everybody wants to fly free. Everybody wants to fly cheap. Everybody wants to fly in your pajamas. But Philippine Airlines, their customer service is out of this world. Every time I dealt with them, they were nice, professional, helpful. It was unbelievable. Now, when I checked in with Filipino Airlines, they were so helpful and so nice. They knew I was tired. They knew I had a long trip. They are the most helpful people. Now, when we boarded that airplane, I had a first class ticket. We got on that airplane and sat down. 2 different drop dead gorgeous flight attendants. They came over and talked to me for 5 minutes. What is your name? What are you doing? Where are you going? What would you like for breakfast? What would you like for lunch? What would you like for dinner? Do you want us to wake you up if we're serving some food and you're sleeping? I told them everything I wanted, looked at the menu. They remembered it perfectly. They didn't bother me. I got on that airplane, we took off. It's nice. It's got a big giant seat. You can lay down in that seat and sleep. Room to get up and walk. I think there was maybe 16 people in first class, and I think there was 8 flight attendants to deal with us. And they treated us like a king. If you're gonna make that 15, 16-hour flight, I don't wanna sit in the back in a small seat. I'll pay the extra money. Now, if you're smart and you get your ticket 30 days in advance, you can get that ticket way cheaper than $4,000 is what I paid. But it was worth it because I was tired. I was cranky and irritable after dealing with American Airlines, first flight of the day late, terrible customer service, you know. Mabuhay! Now looky here, looky who I got right here. My 2 friends right here. What are you doing? You went to where?
Looking for feed to our cows.
You're looking for your cows?
Yeah, food.
Why ain't you got your mask on? Where's your mask? You look totally different without your mask. She looks like she's like 16 years old. How old are you?
27.
27. She looks 16. And Chester, he looks like he's 14. I got my Raptor back. Yeah. I got my Raptor back. I got it back yesterday. But I need U-joints. U-joints on the drive shaft.
Yeah.
I need U-joints. Do you know somebody who can put U-joints on?
Not so bad.
I know, but I got to find the U-joints. I can't find the U-joints. Anyway, I got my Raptor back. I bought me a lawnmower. I bought me a weed eater. If you want to come and work in the yard, I'll pay you to work in the yard. I got to get some stuff done that I don't want to do. I had cataract surgery on my eye, so I got a new eye. I can see perfect, but I can't run. I can't pick up anything. I can't lift weights or nothing for a whole month. So, but if you want to do some work, you can come to my house. I'll pay you to do some work. I need some work done in my backyard. Where's your baby?
Home.
She looks totally different without her mask and with her hair down.
Yeah.
She looks like she's 16 years old. What about Erna? What is she doing?
She's so busy.
Busy? Yeah, she let her be busy. She want to work 6 in the morning, 9 o'clock at night. Okay.
So, what time I'm go to your house? Any time.
Bye.
She didn't want to. I don't want to. I'm not gonna say.
I will help you.
No, I don't need no help. Hey, I don't need any help.
Work.
I'm 63. I don't need any help. You know.
Okay.
It's okay.
You said
So where y'all
you
going?
will pay me.
How many cows you got?
Only one
1 cow?
and 1 goat.
So you take it over here to get grass every day?
Yeah. There.
Oh, over here? Because I know I go down this road over here and there's a bunch of cows and billy goats and stuff on the road over here.
You know the tubo in the Philippines.
Yeah.
The tubo makes sugar.
Yeah.
That's it. The what you call this one? Leaves.
So do you use the milk for you and the baby, or do you sell the milk, or what? From the cow?
I'm not selling. I'm just need to have a cows for many.
You're
to
saving the
sell.
cow to eat one day?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you going to do with the goat? You get the milk from the goat?
No, it's a little.
A little baby goat?
So that when come up big then have a kids.
Oh, I see.
I need to have too many.
I want to show you where are you going now?
Just go there to the tubo.
Tabu?
And
You want to meet me in my house? I'll show you what I want you to do.
okay.
Okay, I'll meet you there.
Okay.
I mean, it'd take me 2 minutes to walk there.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, back to my vlog. We got on that's my good friends. We got on that airplane and they treated me so nice. The bed was comfortable, everything worked, Wi-Fi worked, TV worked. I got on there and I stayed awake for like 3 hours. I ate filet mignon. I said, this cheesecake is good. They said, you want some more? Yeah. Mabuhay. That's very good. Very good. Hey, the supervisor and the worker.
Beautiful road.
The supervisor and the worker. The Philippines. Anyway. Now the sun is very bright. Look at the sun. Sunrise. My mountain. So anyway. First 3 hours I stayed awake, watched TV, looked at my Wi-Fi, then ate filet mignon, cheesecake. I said, this cheesecake is good. They said, you want some more? I said, yeah. They brought me like 2 more pieces of cheesecake. Man, you go to the bathroom, there's a big basket in the bathroom. Apples, oranges, chocolate, cookies, fruit, energy bars. Every time I went, I stocked up. They didn't say, $2 for a bottle of water. No, of course I paid $4,000. They treated me like a king. After about 3 hours, I took me 2 Tylenol PMs. And I watched about 30 minutes more TV. I got sleepy. I stretched my seat out to a bed. I pulled the blankets over my head. And I slept probably 5-6 hours. We hit little bitty turbulence now and then, but I slept 5 or 6 hours. Good. I woke up. I ate again. I don't know what I ate. I ate like 3 crazy good meals, probably 3 crazy good snacks. Watched a little TV. I went back to sleep again. They were so nice and accommodating on that airplane. I don't know why. Well, I know why. Money. United, Delta, and American. Can't learn from the Philippine Airlines. There were 6 pilots on that plane. Those pilots came walking in line, in formation, hat on their head, lined up. Professional. They look like soldiers. There was one girl pilot. She's probably 5 foot tall. Hat on her head. They look professional. Flight attendants are professional. Everybody was professional. Spoke to you nice. Unbelievable service. Philippine Airlines. We landed in Manila. Got off. I forgot to fill out my e-travel ticket. The first person I met, at the little gate, they were just telling people where to go. I said, I forgot to do my e-travel ticket. She took my iPad and she did it for me. It's just unbelievable how nice people are. That was my first interaction with a Filipino person. We traded numbers and we talked on WhatsApp for a while. You know, just people, that's how nice people are. Then I went through the immigration. It was a breeze. Got my luggage perfect. Wasn't broken into. Nothing was missing. I got it quick. But you get on a bus. That same girl that helped me, she left her post, and I wanted to transfer some American dollars into pesos. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do. I'm lost. I mean, I am like lost. I am like a lost, blind puppy in the forest. She showed me where to go. She showed me how to get my money transferred. She showed me all of that and helped me immensely. Put me on the bus to go catch my flight to Dumaguete. I got on my flight to Dumaguete. It was an hour flight. I got here. Some very nice people from some friends of mine that are Filipinos in America picked me up at the airport, took me to the hotel. By this time, it was 36 hours. I was exhausted. I got to the hotel, which was nice. Hotel Essentia, which I researched, was nice. So I got to the hotel and went to sleep. That was my flight.